Good morning, students. Today we will discuss the trends in chemical reactivity. Trends in chemical reactivity. Trends in chemical reactivity means how will the chemical reactivity change on moving across the period and also moving down the group. Let us see. Now, before coming to the variation in chemical reactivity, you have to understand how can the chemical reactivity be decided by the metal and the non-metal. So, chemical reactivity of metal is due to the tendency to lose the electron, and more the tendency of losing the electron, more will be the chemical reactivity, and for the non-metal, it is a tendency to gain the electrons. So more the tendency to gain the electron, more will be the chemical reactivity. So keeping this in mind, we can take group number 1, 2 and 3, which are the metallic group and are known for losing of electrons. Now as we know that on moving down the group, the atomic size increases. Due to increase in the atomic size, an atom will be having a more tendency to lose the electron, and as a result chemical reactivity will increase. So on moving down the group, the chemical reactivity will increase. But when we come to a non-metallic group, 5, 6, 7, 4, since they are non-metallic group and due to increase in the atomic size, now they have a less tendency to gain the electron. As a result, chemical reactivity will increase. Coming to the period number 3, we have elements like sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine. Now, on moving across the period, as we know, the due to decrease in the atomic size and increase in the nuclear charge, the electrons or the outermost orbit will now be very close to the nucleus. Now, as we are moving across the period, the chemical reactivity will be decreasing, which will be having a least reactive elements in group number 4, and hereafter, because their tendency of gaining of electron will now increase, so their chemical reactivity will also increase. So here the reactivity decreases. First it decreases, will come to least reactive, and then the reactivity will increase. This is how the trend is. Once again, the chemical reactivity across the period will first decrease and will become the least reactive in group number 4A, and thereafter the chemical reactivity will increase due to their tendency to gain the electrons. So this we have the trends in the chemical reactivity. Let us now see about the ionization potential. Ionization potential. which is called ionization energy or ionization enthalpy. Ionization potential is related to the amount of energy required to remove electrons from the outermost orbit. So more is the tendency to remove electrons from the outermost orbit, less will be the ionization potential. Means less amount of energy is required. It depends on two factors: atomic size and nuclear charge. Increase in atomic size will decrease the ionization potential, and increase in nuclear charge will also increase the ionization potential. So in group like group 1A, we have elements like lithium, sodium, potassium, rhodium, cesium, all these elements. As we know that on moving down the group, the atomic size increases. There is also increase in the nuclear charge, but since atomic size is more effective, so due to the increase in the atomic size, the force of attraction between the nucleus and the valence electron is very big. As a result, less amount of energy is required to remove that valence electron. So we can say on moving down the group, ionization potential increases. But while moving across a period, say we have period number 2, where the elements are lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. Here, due to decrease in the atomic size, the force of attraction between the valence electron and the nucleus is very strong. Now, as a result, electrons can never be easily lost. One has to supply a large amount of energy to remove the electron. So we can say that the ionization potential increases. And also in neon, because we know it is a noble gas, so it cannot lose the electron, so it also needs a large amount of energy to remove electron from the last orbit. So we have the ionization potential increasing on moving across the period. And one thing you should know here about the most ionization potential element in the whole periodic table, it is helium. Because helium is the atom of the smallest size and also is a noble gas, so it's not so easy to remove the electron from the last orbit. It requires a large amount of energy to remove the valence electron, and hence it has a very large or the most ionization potential. I hope it is clear. Also, you should know one thing: the element with the lowest ionization potential. The element with the lowest ionization potential is cesium. Cesium. So the most ionization potential element is helium, and the lowest ionization potential is cesium, because in the whole periodic table we find cesium with the greatest atomic size. So the force of attraction is very weak, and electron can easily be lost with small amount of energy given to it. Here one thing you should know, usually metals have a low ionization potential and non-metals have high ionization potential. So next class we will discuss about electron affinity, what is electron affinity, and the trends in the electron affinity in the periodic table. That means how does it change on moving down the group and also on moving across the period. So I think it's clear to you. See you in the next class. Thank you.